any of the other places or therapists actually talked about social anxiety, or not really?
No. Yeah, like I had never even heard about social anxiety. I don't think until after I started until after the last person that I went to.
So that must have felt kind of reassuring, like finally this is somebody who's telling me the things that I'm feeling. Did you remember thinking that too?
No.
Okay.
I remember thinking, okay, how can this person help me when I'm sitting here not saying a word and they're just sitting there for this whole hour talking.
Oh, so this is after you started going to
Yes,
see the therapist.
when I went to go, finally when
Okay.
I made an appointment to go see this doctor.
Oh, this was before there was an audio therapy series.
Oh yeah.
So you had to go in and actually visit with the doctor to get, okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this was long before the audio series. It was long before there wasn't even a website up yet.
Okay.
I think one was in the process of being built or, made, but yeah, I had individual appointments like every week, and I couldn't afford it, and I felt bad because my mom was paying for it, or most of it. I would only go like maybe twice a month, maybe every other week, and I was like too scared to say too much, and this doctor would tell me, he told me that he had social anxiety for 20 years, but yet he would sit there and talk, and then I would just sit there and listen, and I think, is this guy for real? I wasn't sure. I was like, okay, what if he's a phony? And he's not really. Because how could somebody that has social anxiety sit here and talk for an hour every week? And then when he did ask me a question, I would say yes or no. I would answer with like one word. And And he, the first time I went, he gave me a couple sheets of paper with things to read out loud to yourself. And I was thinking, how could this help me? How can reading these out loud to myself, how are these really going to help?
But you did do it?
It was hard for me to do that. It sounds weird, but it was hard for me to like sit. I had to like go in my room, close the door, and I even would turn on the radio because I was afraid my husband might he wouldn't do it, but what if he's like out there listening outside the door, And I could barely like get the words out, even though I was in the room by myself. I still felt self-conscious, like, what if my husband hears me? What if my son hears me? And it's really kind of dumb, but that's how I felt. I could read, but I had to like read really quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Until eventually I became more comfortable with it, with reading out loud to myself and reading slow.
So these were the same worksheets that ended up in the audio series? Or similar?
Similar. I think most of them probably still are in it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are new, and some of them are a little different.